Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDC. I got some new lighting going on, hoping this works out well. For Christmas I got some new filming stuff for YouTube, and so I'm putting some of that to use. I have a tripod with a light bar on it and a remote control to actually start and stop my phone. Still filming on the phone, probably will do that for a while because it's actually fairly good quality. And I did also get some mic stuff that I will be testing out. I didn't get that set up today, but hopefully soon I will. And being in the office, you can probably hear my aquarium. And one day I'll give you guys a glimpse of that. Got a 175 gallon aquarium sitting right next to me, and inside of it I've got some fish that we bought the small versions, like the littlest versions they came, because you can, when you buy fish that do get a larger size, you can get like small, medium, large, and we wanted to go with the small so that we could literally watch them grow from babies. And we now have one fish in there that is probably 7 to 8 inches long, and we started it over the summer, I believe. So these guys have gone from, you know, little bitty fish to some decent sized fish swimming around. So I'll give you a glance at that one day, and then if you watch my last video, you heard that that there was a death in the family. My brother-in-law passed away, and we actually we had the funeral yesterday, actually. So hopefully things will get to a little bit more normal around here for me, and I can be putting out videos a little more consistently. But we already had a vacation set up for next week, so I'm going to try to get some videos ready to go for that. But hopefully things become a little more normal around here and with the video production. But this one is going to be a pocket dump. That was a very long introduction, but if you want to know what I carried this past week and my thoughts on it, come on back, because here we go. All right, guys and gals. So what have I carried this past week? I did make it home and kind of reloaded my pockets and got stuff that was more suitable for what I wanted for an EDC, since I knew I was going to be back and forth between my house and my sister's house, and, you know, doing all kinds of random weird stuff. And so I did a very different carry for me. I love pocket knives. I normally have 2 of them on myself at all times, if not 3 or more blades. And this time I went with the Leatherman Surge. I've got this really cool Kydex sheath for it to go in, and so I was able to just kind of pop it on my belt. And if I needed anything, because fixing things around the house, being handy, being able to help out, I had a serrated blade, and then on the opposite side of that I had the straight edge blade, and then also had the access to the saw, which I didn't use at all, and then a really good pair of scissors. So I had 2 different blade options on here along with the others. A really good heavy duty set of pliers. They're not going to replace a set of pliers, you know, that is the only tool that you have. But for a multi-tool, really great set of pliers right there. And I did have the bit exchanger for Leatherman, and I did carry my, I did have on me my ratcheting bit extender, and so I could use whatever bits I needed with that. And you got the little can opener, bottle opener combo piece right there. And then a few more tools. We got the little awl, or reamer awl, whatever you want to call it, the larger sized flathead, the smaller sized flathead, and then those can, you know, this one especially can kind of double as a pry tool. But so this is what I had on me. This covered, you know, multi-tool, covered knife blade, and it was easy to have. Like, I could just put it in the Kydex sheath here, slip that on my belt, and if I didn't need it or wasn't gonna be using it, it was easy to just kind of pop this off my belt, throw it in the truck, throw it in my bag, whatever I had on me. And so if I knew there was going to be, you know, a period of time where I wasn't going to need this at all for whatever we were doing, I could take it off. But when I needed it, it was as simple as being there on my waist, which it was most of the time. I don't mind stuff being on my belt at all. And this was easy enough. It doesn't really slide around on my belt. I can kind of get it pushed right up against the belt loop on my hip, and it kind of stays there. And so this is a great tool to have on me, and it left me without carrying, you know, 2 or 3 pocket knives that wouldn't be needed during this time. And then I had my standard little, this is a Uniball pen, the blue color, but again, just a little ink pen. You know, use it to make a list, write something, sign something, and if I didn't get it back, if I lost it, if I dropped it, who cares? Then my flashlight of choice was the Rovivon E5, and this is the one that that has low, medium, high, and then it also has the red light on the front. You can make that low or high. And then you can also do a white light, low or high. So this was a pretty little handy light to have around. Really, really like it. And not only was it great to have around and to put to use, but it was great to kind of play with at night, you know, just kind of messing around, playing with the light a little bit. And I am looking at it right now. I believe, I don't know if it's going to show up on there. It is not. I believe I have a little scratch on it. So I must have done something to it. But it's a great light. I didn't run out of charge, but I did have a spare AAA battery on me if I needed it. Because this one, you've got a plug-in port here, and you can charge it, and it will run off of this side. This side is empty, it's hollow. You pop in a AAA battery, and you can run this light off of the AAA battery if this dies. So I did charge it up, was ready to rock and roll, and had a spare AAA battery just in case. Never needed it. So still running on the same charge actually, and as you can tell, the light, let's see, get it back in that mode. The light is low, medium, high. High is full steam ahead, so it still works just fine. That lasts pretty long time on one charge, and I do love the ease of dropping in a AAA battery and you're ready to rock and roll again if you run out of charge while you're out and about. So great little flashlight here, really put it to use this last week, both for functionality and for fun factor, and it worked great for both of those. I obviously had my breath strips on me, and then the only other thing I really kept on me, I had a little bit of change in my pocket, had some cash in my back pocket as per usual, and then I had some earbuds on me. I actually switched it up and went with my AirPods because this is a locking case here, and I could clip it on to something as well. So this just kind of got into the rotation for this week for ease of use, for the fact that it was a locking one, so I wasn't going to just like randomly drop an earbud out and about, and the fact that I can clip it to something with the little key ring. So this is what was on me and put to use, and that was about it. Some things did kind of come and go as I needed them, but for the bulk of the time, that is what I was carrying on me. And blade wise, I was very light. I did not have many blades on for what I normally carry, and it actually worked out pretty well. So no complaints here for that. And we'll see what I carry next week, because that was definitely a different carry for me. So I'm probably going to be a little gear heavy this upcoming week because I missed having my items on me. And then this item right here, the red light in the bag, that was a Christmas gift from the husband. And it is a, let's see which side opens. It's a refrigerator. So inside of here, I have some Diet Dr. Peppers. And I just got some Sierra Mist today. So I've got a caffeine option in there, and I've got a non-caffeine option that I'm about to load up in there. And so when I'm in here hanging out, working in the office, I can just grab a soda right there and be ready to rock and roll, stay hydrated. So really, really digging that. And over here on the other side, I kind of have some new Christmas items sitting back here as well. So lots of reviews coming out here soon, so definitely stay tuned. Lots of products to show you. And yeah, I hope you guys had an excellent holiday season, and hopefully you got some cool EDC gear if that was on your wish list. I definitely did, and we'll be sharing some of that here soon. But yeah, stick around. I'll have more videos coming out for you. And remember, EDC, EDC.